Just want to make sure I see. Okay, I'm live. Alright, let me pin the thing up. How's it going, everyone? Very important thing I need to talk to you about before we get started. I am on let me just find it in my I'm on Twitter, so just need to post this. Alright, let's get started. Before I start, I want to point out that with the sort of rights strike that's going on and a bunch of other things going in my life, I did start in October. Once the strike is over, I think I'm going to upload once a week in this channel for right now until because I don't want to overdo myself. I have other channels I have to do as well, so I don't want to burn myself out. So that's very important to point out there. And another thing is that it's just that this is actually fun to do the live discussion to actually interact with all you, especially for this topic. That's a lot of people online are talking about marriages and divorces, and it's a major topic right now. That everybody feels like they want to be married, however they also don't. At the same time, it's that they want to get married to only get divorced, which is so weird to brag about. And there are people who feel that way. I'm not talking about Emily particularly, but just I'm talking about other people in her comments and in her comments of her TikTok video, and that's really interesting. So let's watch this. I'll show you two more things. And as always, towards the end of the stream, I will link everything down and below in the description, so you can see the videos and articles for yourselves. Alright. So this is what Emily posted. She said, "I find it personally fake to be divorced by the age of 30. Let's see her comments are. Alright, let's go to comments later.
So it seems that a lot of ladies are getting divorced before they turn 30. And as someone who got married at 26, has been separated for a little over a year, 32, I have to tell you, I don't think there's anything better. If being in your 20s is the trenches, there is nothing better than being in your 30s, still being hot, maybe having a little bit of your own money, figuring out what you want to do with your life, everything, and having tried that married fantasy and realizing that it's maybe not all it's cracked up to be, and then you've got your whole life still ahead of you. So for all of those people who are stressed or feeling stressed about that, about being divorced, like it's good. Congratulations.
What is so congratulating about like losing love? It's so weird the way she describes that. Well, let's say the people in the comments here, they're talking about like Joya Mandel. It's not about I'm not point out that she's a celebrity writing. However, at the same time, I have to, because she's influencing a lot of people who, like, I don't recommend getting married before 22. Not a lot of people see it that way. Some people prefer to be married such a young age, and a lot of people talked about the idea that this video was made day after Sophie and Joe got divorced out. We know our goal in the bed, which is one point out. It's okay to divorce, but say it's not good in the it depends who you are, There are like people in this comments who are happy they got divorced and they don't talk about the other person in the relationship. They don't talk about what about most of these people who come to women. So for example, what about the partners? What about do the partners think that it's that they probably wanted to get married and maybe and it fell apart and every single person here there who will talk every single that their love life is different and so they are it's not and the thing is we are actually this is a thing this is they don't see we only see one side here. We don't see the other side, our perspective. Maybe the other person wants to be married or anything like that. A lot of people just talk about this because it's very important, and it is. And a lot of people are talking about this because it's a trending topic right now, and it's interesting because it feels like the topic of marriage is ideal, and I mean it's timeless, and it's something that it's really interesting how all this is here. And it does, and every single person commenting here, they have, we don't know if they have children or not. We don't know the situation. It's not just I may have two videos, but one of them is taking your time with the relationships. Actually, why rush in relationships as a couple? So, I mean, what rushing relationship does to the couple? I speak about why it's important to pace yourselves and take your time with each other, and communicating is a big factor here. And it feels like we hear about this week we've been hearing about marriage and divorce, but we rarely hear anything about. We don't hear much about the conversation. I mean, the communication of it all, and that's interesting how that is. It says I may be able to talk about why your friends must never get a say in the pace of your love life, and basically, why I made that video is because there's a lot of people who are interested in your relationship and they want to see your relationship as an example, and they want to do. I just want to butt in or think that they know what's best for you and all these things. And it's interesting how all of that is with everything that's happened within your life. And there's a lot of people who are wanting to be married and they want to, and it's not an easy thing. It's not a road worth doing. And even though I'm not married yet, I'm still someone who is thinking about it constantly because I want that to happen. I'm someone who actually wants to be married. I want to be someone who wants to provide and protect and communicate and commit to someone who I believe will be important and special to me, and that way in a relationship will be between us. It's not, there will be our friends around us, there will be our family surrounding us, and they will see us however they are. It's between us. It's something that's important thing, and that's something that a lot of people are thinking about. That's what people, some people are thinking about that way. There was there's a lot of videos about, there's a lot of people talking about on Twitter about the idea of why marriage is necessary at all if you just break up or divorce or anything like that. And it's upsetting to see, and however, it's something that's very upsetting. So why is the fact that Emily is celebrating the idea of love being broken. It's not something I support because that's something that is very important to do. And just the thing about falling in love with someone is something that is very important to do. And I feel like the reason why marriage is a big deal to so many is because it shapes you, it shapes the way you are and the way you are with someone, and there's a lot of up and downs to get to that point of that idea of thinking about marriage with someone, and it's about you and your partner being a team, and that's something within that team we were able to see how we two will communicate, and they hopefully mostly think about the way they react to during the stressful times or the hard times. That's something that they actually think about the most, because if that's how they are, if they respect you towards the let me turn down the screen. If they respect you during during the hard times, and they understand that if you are understanding that they'll be by your side, and they actually are by your side, and they got your back, and they actually help you on become a better person overall, and that's someone worth thinking about. And the fact that a lot of people are thinking that all that is worthless, a lot that divorce is necessary because it's something that it happens, like, no, it's something that it's a foundation of marriage. It's the way that I think about this book I read a couple weeks or months ago called The Meaning of Marriage by Timothy. What's that name? Timothy. Well, yeah, it's a brilliant book. I still think about it because that's something that I want, and something that I want to do, and it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a not easy thing because it's something that is very important. It's something that will be part of marriage. Should be part of the rest of your life, and that's how it should be for in general. And that's something that you can grow. And there's a lot of people who just don't see it that way and think that everything will. They think that people like Emily and Pearl would think that it's useless or worthless. We all know who Pearl is. The lady online talked about divorces, and I'm not that into that, but because it's not, I don't know much about what's going on with her tweets particularly. Anyways, here's the article about Emily. Opens up about her divorces from newsmax.com. Emily's gay. Oh, sorry. I need to. Emily's gain kind about her divorce from film producer Sebastian Claude after 4 years of marriage. During the appearance on the Going Mental podcast, to say the actor admitted that although she was unhappy, she did not have the strength to get out of the relationship earlier. It's understandable. I didn't have the choice to leave for a long time. I really was unhappy. She said that going to people I was at 100 pounds and had baby. I got really skinny because I wasn't okay. Ratajkowski, who shared a 2-year-old Sylvester Apollo with Bear Claude amid she tried to quit everything, including taking antidepressants to make herself happy. I was sure there was something wrong with me, but trustly to teaching I didn't. So much I learned about what's going on, and I didn't so much of what I learned coming out of that relationship to trust instance, gaslighting, is a real thing. During the interview, she admitted that there was a certain pressure from society and media to find it over for every partner, which made it harder to leave. I do feel bad for her in some way, and yeah, just the fact that she wanted to be married, but the fact that she felt free made her want to. I don't know, just yeah. I don't know how I respond to that. Every piece of media we consume from the second we are born is basically the idea of finding a partner that completes and validates you, she said. From the beginning, well, you can learn differently. You can learn from other people, from anywhere else, and they you don't have to have social media. There are people who don't use it and feel happy. So maybe social media for the person was a bad thing. Depending on the person who uses social media, especially that her career is destined on being in the public eye. Plus, I had a child, she added. So basically, he said that in July they separated. In September, she filed for divorce in Manhattan. She eventually learned how to feel good alone. But the fact that she has to, I don't know, maybe she wants to, it seems like she wants to try to, she likes to be on her own, and at the same time she wants to find someone else, or the idea of finding someone else. So then I feel like it's kind of confusing there. And then the thing about Sophie. So Emily tries to divorce for 30 appears to support Sophie Turner amid George on its split. And this is what she said in the video. As someone who got married at 26 have been separated for a while. At 32, I have to tell you there's anything better or trustly set up divorcing for 30. In the video on TikTok, Wednesday, Ratajkowski was split from her ex-husband, Sebastian. The 4 years marriage shared a positive message for fellow young women going through divorce. I don't know if I would say positive. I don't know if positive is the right word I would use. So it seems that a lot of young ladies are getting divorced for 30 years someone else, and then being the same thing I say here. Being in your 20s is treacherous. Well, she didn't mention Sophie directly. Many fans saw the message as one subtle support of the Game of Thrones Harlem twist on Sophie. Just one day after Joe filed papers to end the divorce. She's basically, it's repeating what she said, but in the video. So of all the people who are feeling stressed about being divorced, congratulating those whose marriage have come to an end. It's good. Congratulations. Well, you they've been through maybe the happy marriage, and then the lady then maybe the perhaps her audience, certain people in her audience who were married, then felt like they want to communicate with the partner to the point where they saw divorce as the only option instead of simply communicating. I don't understand that's me assuming things. I understand that's not the way it goes with things. However, the fact that she's assuming that it's all good if you divorce regardless, and congratulating them, it's not something that should be celebrated in the broad sense. She's made it seem like marriage towards her audience was pointless if they got divorced. It's not something that was worth celebrating. There's nothing fulfilling about losing love, especially like if they. I don't understand why she wants to. It's so confusing why she wants to be this way towards people who she doesn't know. She doesn't know everyone's lives and doesn't know their dating history, their preference, their way of living, their situations, their way, and the type of everyone has their own world in that way, and she's just saying it's all good. I know that. And then that's what Sophie said about the marriage. Yeah. Alright, so what's important to understand and recognize about all this is in the very throughout the day and all day, it's your love life. Doesn't mean you have to put online or anything like that. Regardless if it's online or not, it's important to understand that it's important. As most marriage is supposed to be something important to you because it's meant to help you become a better person, and who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to? And nothing is like, don't let celebrities tell you how to live your life. She's a celebrity, even if that celebrity is a good person overall. It's you. You should focus on your own life and your own perspective because it's your path and towards your future, and honestly, throughout all this, the celebrities, regardless if they are good or if they actually know you, or in some sense, if they do, just example, that they don't, what they do for you, what they're not the ones who are going to help shape your marriage or help you in your dating life. That's for you to do, and if you choose to go down that path, and it's something important to understand that for, and then to be please stop having celebrities tell us how to think or tell us why we are the way we are. We should think for ourselves. We should become us being ourselves by standing up for ourselves for what we value and what we believe in is necessary. Celebrating something that's made as a downfall will not go well towards anyone, and the more you consume that within you, the more you follow, the celebrities that I think every celebrity, in a way, it doesn't really impact us in our day-to-day lives, if depending on the location, if your friends are a celebrity, that could be different. However, that's not the point here. The point is, I'm talking about the marriage aspect of the more so the love life of your life, even of it all, where you would see the rest of your life with someone, and the only person that's going to make an impact is both you and a partner, and by communicating with actual effort, they will actually help you out. The videos I made on this channel, I actually made those for me. I made these videos for myself to help understand myself and to learn from the world how I can become someone amazing for not only myself, but for the person I want to be with in the future. And hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. It's not just YouTube, it's not just a channel. There are a lot of things in my personal life that I can do to learn to shape myself and sharpen my future and become the best part of me, and I don't need a celebrity to tell me otherwise. Hopefully you see that way. Hopefully you understand that perspective as well. Hopefully all of you would see this video and think about what making out of this by celebrating a failed relationship that doesn't impact me or I'm not involved in or anything like that. Yeah, just something to think about. Please engage with me in the comments. Talk to me. If you agree, if you disagree with me, I'd love to. I'm a human being. I have my own mind. So I can become communicating with you is something I love doing. So hit me up in the comments. I would love to talk to all of you. As a reminder, starting next month, I think I'm going to start uploading once a week. I have to just subscribe this to me back, and then and I have other videos I have to do, and then I don't want to overdo myself, I have a wonderful day. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you for the next one. Bye. And don't forget to listen to this on Spotify for podcasts.